Hey everybody, welcome back to TCGU University for the first annual Weiss Schwarz podcast. Welcome boys, welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Today I'm joined with...
Name's Oliver.
It's you.
I'm Connor.
I'm Larry.
And I'm James. I'm going to be the host today.
That's a bad idea.
I mean, I host the Final Fantasy podcast sometimes too.
That's a bad idea too.
We'll get through it, boys. We'll get through it. So we're going to go ahead and introduce ourselves. Like I said, I'm James. I play a lot of card games, notably UFS or Universes as it's going to be called later this year. I play Weiss Schwarz. Obviously, we're making a podcast about it. I also play Final Fantasy. I've played Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon. I played a lot of card games. Most notably, again, UFS is what I'm good at. Done well in other card games, but UFS is my current game, and I really enjoy playing this more as like a casual game. But I'm looking to play a little bit more competitively this season. Hopefully. I mean, coronavirus holding, you know. But how about you, Larry?
I'm Larry. I've dabbled in a few card games. I originally started more or less with Magic, so learning more card games hasn't been extremely difficult once you learn the learning curve of Magic. I got into Weiss Schwarz because SAO, favorite set, favorite anime. More or less just those two. And I would say I'm not very all that great at Weiss Schwarz because I have this inability to block damage. But when we go to like Springfest, I've done decently well. I've almost cracked 8 multiple times. Yeah. Just 1 or 2 places out of cracking 8 in Springfest.
Pretty good.
So, Connor, tell us about you.
So my name's Connor. I started off playing card games like 10 years ago, playing Yu-Gi-Oh, and picking up other card games has been too bad. I like picked up Magic, and then I picked up Weiss about like 6-ish years ago or so, 5-ish years, and that was just at a friend's house, and I've been playing that as my main game since. Been doing. I want to say I'm good, but like I don't think I think I'm like decent, and so I mean I have some tops to my name, but it really just depends on what's like good at the time.
Hashtag James sucks all over again.
5th place at Worlds, don't forget that.
5th place Worlds, like I've gotten top 4. I got 3rd at Texas. I got 1st in Texas, 3rd in Texas 2016, 2015, 1st in Texas 2017, and then 5th at that Worlds, and then like top 8 New York teams, and I think top 8 like Chicago or Houston teams. I don't remember which one, but that's pretty much me.
I think it was Houston.
Oliver, what about you?
Hey, name's Oliver. I've played a lot of card games like James. I've played UFS, obviously. Kind of suck at that game, but hey, whatever. Play Weiss Schwarz.
Somewhere, right?
Huh?
Gotta play casually somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. Play Weiss Schwarz. I'd consider it my main game right now. I used to play a lot more Cardfight Vanguard, but I've stopped playing that for a while. Haven't really liked how the game's been going. Not really big in like the tournament scene. I've only made like day 2 in Cardfight Vanguard when it was a 2-day event. Other than that, just mainly playing casually, honestly. Haven't really tried, haven't really gone in with like any big decks or anything like that. Just mainly going to memes, stuff like that.
Memes are cool. Okay. So the first topic we have today is Alicization. As of today, it'd be...
I think 2 weeks? No.
8 days?
Yeah,
It's like 8-ish days.
February 28th, I think, is when it came out.
Yeah,
so
it'd be 9 days. 9.
No, that'd be a week, right?
I think, about a week.
Yeah.
Came out the 28th. So
like,
last week it came out.
31, and then today's the 6th?
Yeah, so it's been a week.
It's been a week.
It's been a week. Yep.
Okay. So mine.
Okay. I'm for some reason I was doing February 31st.
Okay. Smart.
Man, I'm
Smart.
smart.
So
this
what?
bodes well for our host.
Hashtag James sucks. Got my merch.
Why don't we just give initial impressions of the set?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oliver, start us off.
Give me like a rating, like a 1 to 10. Obviously, give your opinion, but like a 1 to 10 rating makes it easier to understand.
I think it's around high 7, low 8. Like it's good. It just doesn't have anything too busted that says I can win a game. Obviously, there are sets like AOT and Bang Dream that just have these cards that just say, hey, I can easily win the game. Mikasa's nuts, Yukina's nuts, Megumin's nuts. So
Aaron's nuts.
yeah, so it's like, it's good, but it's not to say it's top tier, to be honest.
Connor?
On the contrary, I think Sword or Alicization, I think it's a 7, a solid 7. I think it's got like a very weak like level 1 to 2 in that Yu-Gi-Oh! Early play is like your best card, and I think it's good because it sets up Kirito combo, which I think is the play, but your level 1 combo is kind of bad regardless if you won't play Alice or Yu-Gi-Oh! I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Is better because it's on a plussing trigger, and it doesn't require reversing with the 6K, which I think is almost impossible in Alicization or with Alice to try and get a reverse off in this hostile of an environment. But for the late game, actually, I think it packs quite a bit of a punch. And I think Demonic Sword Graham is the best not Alicization card that is good in Alicization, enabling Kirito to kill people easily. You can double Kirito with that, and your opponent can't respond. And then one of your Kiritos is giant.
Man, I know what Sword Graham does, but I have no clue what this Kirito does.
Okay, so the Kirito is an on-play draw 2 discard 1, and then you marker the Yu-Gi-Oh! Level 3 early play from your waiting room.
So
and
you
then
make it you take the level 3 early play and make it a marker underneath the Kirito?
Yes. And then I believe it's experience 6, it gains 1500 to put it up to 11k or 10.5 or something. And then climax combo with the gate trigger on reverse, you burn 1, then you can pay 2, discard 2, and burn another 3 if you have the marker.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's burn 5 separately, Canada. It's burn 5 in 2 different instances.
No, it's burn 4.
Burn 4 over 2 instances. Yes.
It's 2 and 3?
1 and
3. Okay, yeah, burn 4. Burn 4 over 2.
So I think that makes it a very potent set, but it's nothing. The mid game is a little lacking, which is why I put it at like a 7.
6.5, my dudes. I say that I've said this like last week and a half when we've been playing. It's literally power creep cash. Pull that shit back. Like Alice, the 1-0 Alice is literally just like a dumbed down version, a simplified version of Aaron.
It's just a Stalfo.
It's just a Stalfo
from Fate Apocrypha.
I don't know anything about Fate Apocrypha. I didn't.
It's literally Alice.
I've never seen anybody play that set.
Stalfo's just better because it's on a plussing trigger. That's the only reason.
But like, it's just like I do all the cool things he does, except Aaron gets to add a card that says add anything to my hand, and move a dude, and then they both leave, and Aaron gets bigger.
Yeah, no.
It's kind of just like, eh. And then like the green stuff you were playing in like your deck is cool. The broccoli guy.
Oh yeah,
he's cool, but like that combo's not going to go anywhere.
Oh, it's not.
And then like I don't think administrator's going to go anywhere either. I think she's cool.
Admin kind of sucks.
Yeah, like she's cool, but like Kirito Yu-Gi-Oh is like the only combo in the deck, and it's just kind of weak because it's limited to only this set.
Yeah,
like I think other Sword Art decks would just still be better because you get to play everything from all those sets.
Yeah,
like nothing in this set really like links to anything. They might as well have just printed this entire set to just be a standalone set, and it would have still been the same.
Yeah. Best card in the set, I think, if you want to play old SAO, is literally the new Asuna 3-2. Like,
because it doesn't have really links to anything.
Yeah.
Just a free play. Easy play.
Before I move on with talking about something, Larry, please give your initial thoughts.
I would say it's probably around a 6.5 to 7. Comparatively, compared to other SAO sets, it just doesn't have the mid game. It doesn't have a really legitimately good level 1 combo, but it does make up for it, like Connor said, with the level 3 combo. Because the one thing
level 3s are good.
Because the one thing SAO has always been lacking in, more or less, as a person who's played a lot of SAO, flash shot, switch. It's this one is a lot more aggressive finisher, and within the English meta, aggressive is where it's at. And you got the Alice 3-2, who is not like incredibly amazing, but I think she's enjoyable to play around with. And personally, I like the administrator combo a lot because you can
building it because it looks cool.
Because you can combo it with the Alice from the 3-2, and instead of just doing massive amounts of damage, you basically just do on attack burn 2, pay 1, ditch, on reverse burn 1. It's just precise damage, and sometimes that's enough. I don't think the administrator
damage in the right ways. Damage in the right way wins.
I mean, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. The 3-2 Kirito is obviously the way to go. It's in English. It's probably the best SAO finisher, and that's what it's been lacking a lot of. So I think if Alicization comes with a second set, like it should, probably War of the Underworld, and it gets to support.
When do we get that, please?
Probably after April when the second part comes out. If it gets to support, then it could potentially be a top tier deck. But right now,
it just has nothing.
Tier 1.5, I would probably put it around there.
That's fair. One thing that was interesting that I saw was playing Standby in Alicization. I found that very cool.
I did try that.
You standby out the Yu-Gi-Oh! 3-2 with the combo, and then you get to play free anti-damage dudes, and I think that is probably one of the cooler ideas in the set that incorporates some of the older stuff. I don't know how much of the older stuff like you can exactly play.
Like I want to look at it later this week, but I haven't had time.
I'm trying to build a good administrator deck without using the level 1 combo, because it's not a combo I'm very happy with. So right now I'm running with the Alice combo. Got a lot of the level 0 lineup there, and then I always have the Masashi Asuna card, mostly because I just love Asuna, so I got to have her in there.
Are you playing the anti-heal in your deck? The 2-2 anti-heal admin thing?
I don't run enough admin to run it.
Okay, that's fair.
I did, when I originally tried building the deck, I did try to have the 2-2 in there anti-heal, because with a lot of decks like ReZero who are early plays, healers, healing is just super OP now. Plus, if you get a combo that probably, like heals one,
Just makes me want to play Goblins. I want to heal so much. It's like the one thing I do in UFS is I like playing a life deck, which is like the gain life symbol, and that's just I want to go from like almost dead to just full life. I just want to. I don't get to do that in Weiss Schwarz, but like resurrection, that's so much of me just wants to just like sell out and play that deck.
See, and that's where the opposite on the spectrum. Like obviously you were talking about me playing Berkule, and I'm playing a really I would say it's a very big meme.
Like, you know me. I love playing memes.
Yeah, but I'm literally just playing the level 1 Yu-Gi-Oh combo to look at top 4, and then I'm playing both the Yu-Gi-Oh 3-2 with its combo, and then the Berkule with the gold bar, and my climax spread is literally 3 book, 3 pants, and then 2 gold bars, because why not?
So with the Alice deck I just built, I've now built 3 single color decks in Sword Art. One under blue with my Yui waifu deck, I guess. One under the red Silica deck that I'm still playing. And then you got Alice. Yeah. As I said, I like playing memes. My other main deck is Log Horizon.
Tells you how good at the game he is.
And I really like Log Horizon. I think that deck's really good.
I guess we never actually, as a discussion, discussed our main decks.
What's your main deck you like to play?
My main deck is arguably Konosuba due to its extremely aggressive playstyle, which is how I play, which is why I have a hard time playing Goblin Slayer or Fate, because they're a lot more... Log Horizon shuts me down, yes, but those decks are a lot more defensive, and that's not my playstyle, so Konosuba all the way for me.
I hate it. I hate that they exist, but I want to play it so bad. Priestess, Caster, is it Caster, right? Oh, no, Rider.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I hate that both of those exist. I think it slows down the game too much, and I barely play this game. But like, it's so cool.
What's your main deck, Connor?
My main deck. So right now, I'm trying to play Goblin Slayer. I'm loving it, but I also like to sit there and do nothing. And so I play Goblin Slayer. I like playing Bunny Girl. Both those just sit there and heal and do nothing. And Fate might be a deck I want to try, because it also just kind of sits there and heals and does not much. Really fun stuff.
Meta's going in direction, boys. Meta's going in direction.
And Alicization is not a fan of this meta, where you're trying to do stuff with like 6Ks, and we're sitting here with like Goblin Slayer putting up like 7Ks, and Bunny Girl putting up like 7Ks or 6.5 or something.
Or Yun always sitting at a 6K as long as you don't have an Aqua on board.
Yeah, but like
my Yui deck having 10K 1-drops.
No, that's just stupid.
Hey, it works.
It does.
Fate's got like I think 5 5s, but they're
but it's a 5/5, but they got the clock on core in the back.
Yeah.
And then AOT you just don't reverse most of the time if you
you
combo off.
You're
Yeah,
it's so bad for the for this set. Like my Alice, I played one game versus Andrew and was just like, I never want to do this again.
I just think if the Alice got a little bit more power, it would be significantly better.
Oh, yeah.
Just even if it was just a base 5K on play gets, or if you have 2 or more Fluctuate characters, gains a K, make it a 6K combo 7K, already just better.
Yeah.
But that's the one issue with the level 1 combo. It's just
I hate that it has to reverse.
there's no power for the level 1 combos.
Yeah.
I hate that it has to reverse. I hate it so much because characters just run away. So many characters just run away.
Or you play Psychono, just bounce.
Does admin have to reverse?
No,
No,
it has to attack
it's
and
on
play
climax play.
Does
You
Yu-Gi-Oh
pay
have to reverse?
you pay 1 ditch to play a
Is
Flashlight
Alice the only one that
character.
has to reverse a
I'm
character?
talking.
Yes.
I'm talking the level 1 combo. Does that
Uh,
matter?
I
No.
still think it's just on attack.
The level 1 administrator combo, it's actually pay 1 on attack, mill it, and if it's a Flex-like character, you actually get to salvage plus your level. You get to put a dude on board plus your level.
Apparently, I'm being told off screen that this is the one we're looking at.
Yeah,
this one?
I think it's pretty sure it's on attack pay 1. Just like in Fate, its Bryn is on reverse.
Yeah,
This one
it's
should be
on attack, pay 1, and then if all of your cards in your level are admin or Quinella, it gets 1,000. Okay.
I think
and it becomes a 5/5.
I believe that combo. I believe that combo is better than the Rin from Fate, to be honest, because
it's better than the combo from Fate. Trust me. As a Ren Tosaka waifu person, it's better than the Ren Tosaka combo. Ren Tosaka doesn't have very legitimately good level 1 combos.
Hey, I know who
I'm
that
not-
character is.
Well, I'm just saying that as a combo for this set, it's actually not bad because you have multiple ways of getting stock in that deck. So paying 1 stock is fine in that deck.
I think that Fate has the better targets for it.
Yeah.
If you play it in the coin flip deck, you have so many cool things you can do. You can just get gills out, and then getting gills out at 1 to farm free dudes, because you're probably going to lose your combo in the backswing.
Mm-hmm.
You can push so much damage. It is ridiculous.
Yeah, Mike has shown us with his Gilgamesh deck with Rin and how much damage he can just put out in a turn. Yeah, it's high costing because like you mill 2 climaxes. Hey, that's 4 separate damages, but that's 2 climaxes out of your deck. But like that's 4 instances of burn 1. Like in decks that like to compress nowadays, that's pretty good.
The other thing about it is if you can get a free reverse off at level 2 somehow, like say a guy like they leave a level 1 or level 0 out, then you can use that to get out like the Archer burner for free, and that's real value.
Yeah, that's when you start valuing.
I just think even infinitely, just with Heaven's Feel, Fate just became easily, no matter what, one of the top tier decks, and that's going to be one of the decks that's probably, when we get down later to it, that's definitely going to be represented in Springfest.
Yeah, like oh my gosh, like,
there's going to be a lot of Fate decks.
Each color got represented well. I feel like
Blue
they got their things.
Do we want to just move on to?
We're talking slightly about.
Do we want to move on to?
I want to talk about how lame yellow is in this set.
In Sword Art.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. There are 2 playable yellow cards. I think.
Asuna and Asuna.
Yes. Unfortunately, there's the. Well, actually, no, sorry.
Excuse me?
Three. So okay.
Asuna.
No, it's the Alice from the TD. Actually, no, 4.
The
sorry,
Alice
4.
3/2 that draws a bunch of cards, right?
Alice from the TD. Alice from the
top.
booster. The 3/2 Alice. That's the assist. That one's also playable. So Alice from the cancel burn Alice.
The one that bounces.
Oh, okay.
The
3/2 that bounces and the 3/2 that looks at top decks.
Why not the? What do you think about the 0/0 Alice that bounces itself to stock if your opponent blocks?
I think there are
that
better
was-
cards you can play
Okay.
because
I'm
you're
playing it.
like I don't think the Fluctlight build ever wants to play yellow.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the Avatar net builds will be playing yellow, and if they are playing yellow, they're not playing the
Fluctlights.
They're not playing the Fluctlight cards outside of like maybe like. Actually, no, they're not even playing Fluctlight. They're not even playing Fluctlight cards.
No,
they're
you
playing
won't.
Avatar net, and they're playing the Asuna 3/2. They're playing like the Asuna Drop Search. And then they're playing the Asuna that gains a soul and sends itself to stock.
Yep, comforting moment, Asuna.
Yeah, so those would be the three main yellow cards I could see the deck playing, and also attacking waves Asuna, but it depends on your build for that one. And then also the one that combos with Mother's Rosario, depending on your build.
Oh, middle 11.
Yeah.
Overcoming Fear Asuna.
Yeah.
Depends on your build for that one, but I do think that one's also playable. But in the Fluctite builds, I think you're wanting to play red, blue, green, and you want to play red for Demonic Sword Graham. You want to play blue for the Kirito and Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, and then green you get the Cardinal level 0 double rare. That card is a lot better than I think people are giving credit for, because you get to bounce a dude, and if you like front row it at level 3, you can clock it to bounce it or to remove itself, and then you get to also bounce another lane so that you remove 2 reverses for your opponent, and then you also get anti-damage. Really good card.
So there's some really sick small combos in this set too. Like there's a bunch. There's the 0/0 that grabs the Cardinal's dagger, which I think is sick. There's a 0/0 that grabs the 2/1 Cardinal's dagger event.
What does that even do?
It early plays a Cardinal.
It early plays. That's just
It's
like a standby.
Yeah,
it's like a standby.
Oh my god!
I think I'm still, like I said, prone to the administrator paying out the Alice. Just administrator and Alice. I mean, Deg hates me like all my decks do, but I think it's
again. I don't think it's your decks.
No, you're right. I'm just bad at this game.
You can't play the game.
I mean, I can sometimes. Depends on
we
the day.
allow it.
Okay.
So you guys want to move on to this next topic?
Let us discuss
the JP ban list.
We're talking about Heaven's Feel, and Heaven's Feel being in different positions, like vastly different positions in English and Japanese.
Okay, so let's first go over what is changed between the
all right,
Japanese and English.
Oh God.
So it is in English, nothing hit, nothing. You can play everything, but
game.
In Japanese, it is a 5 choose 1 of the promo free fresh, the booster set free fresh, with the Ilya Check 4, the Shiro Clock Encore, and
heal event.
Is it the heal event?
I'm pretty sure it's the 3/3 heal event.
I thought there was a different card.
No, I'm still pretty sure it was the heal event. I'm pretty sure it was the heal event, the Shiro Clock Encore, the Ilya Kotskis, and the 2/2/1s that are free fresh. I'm pretty sure it was the heal event, which I don't think anyone really cared anyways, because I think most people just still play the 2/1 free fresher, and they play the green,
the Sakura that looks at
the Sakura green one, because the deck's mostly green anyways.
That's not the right one.
I got you. I got you.
I was trying to find it.
But
I'm not as quick. I don't know where to look.
I agree with you on how it's not going to be changed too much in Japanese, mirrored for the fact that you're going to take the free fresher, but the cards you have to play with it are a lot weaker, and your deck just becomes a lot less consistent than it could be, because you no longer can get the Clock Encore or the free fresh off your check 4. You can you have to play a worse Clock Encore, and you also have to play like I said, the worst check 4.
Doesn't tell me which ones are which though.
I don't think it really set the deck as back as everyone thought it was going to. I mean, and honestly, in my opinion, I think it was a kind of a dumb ban. I think there were sets that needed to be banned way more than Fate. And I mean, they literally just found the answers. Maybe not as good answers, but I mean, the deck's still maybe not as consistent, but it still runs very well. I mean, you just probably add more 3/2 Ilias and just heal. Like, you can still almost do exactly what you wanted to do, just maybe a little slower.
Your deck's a lot less consistent, which is the main thing. The thing that they wanted to do with the hits that they did, is they wanted to make these decks less consistent but still do the same things. And by not being able to get your Shiro or your free fresh off of your check 4,
I mean, yeah, that does definitely
It means
hurt.
you can't just cycle your deck over and over and free fresh every single turn if you happen to get into like a slightly poor deck state. And then you also are still getting like you're also not able to just keep board consistently and find it. More importantly, find a Shiro consistently for your level 1 combo.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
This card's not in English, right?
No,
No, the card I'm looking at.
Yeah,
right
no,
now.
the 3/3 heal event's not in English. It was only in JP.
Yeah,
this one, right?
That one is not in JP. 3/2 Marika is not in English.
Good.
Okay,
good.
one. I almost just want to build that deck just because of that card.
They lifted
they
it.
lifted it to
from
2.
1 to 2, and I was like, what the fuck is this card?
Restand,
And
burn,
I read it.
restand, burn,
If you have
restand,
two
burn,
pendants in your memory, just burn your opponent for 1 for free.
and then you restand, burn again.
Yeah.
Too bad needs.
I can definitely see why that one was banned.
Oh, I get it. But I mean, Kirito, burn 3, burn 1, burn 3.
It was never banned. It was
okay.
first of all, it was restricted to Marika waifu, and then it got restricted to 1.
What? How do they restrict it to waifu?
You had to play. I don't know the exact details.
How they form.
That was before our time, James.
Yeah,
before our
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
But well, let's talk this. So in regards to Heaven's Feel being different in Japanese and English, how do you guys feel about these decks being now vastly different between formats?
I really don't seem to mind. Fate, yeah, it's a hard matchup. Obviously, at endgame, their riders say, "Hey, side attack, you don't get to kill my rider." So, like, I understand that some combos that need a reverse, they just get shut down by that. But you still have options of playing decks that don't need a reverse. Like, AOT is still a thing. You can still outvalue them with ReZero. You can easily play tap counter and ReZero and tap
Bunny
down.
Girl would just side with the side
could
for
also
1,
just, try to
side
pound
burn
out
1,
damage.
side for
Yeah.
1.
If you play 2 souls or 2 soul
play
procs.
2 souls or plus.
No one
souls,
plays 2
it's
souls.
Love Life does, and Love Life is
Sometimes, not all the time.
Sunshine doesn't.
I mean,
I think
my Silica deck plays a lot of souls.
Your Silica deck doesn't count.
I think
My Silica
Sunshine
deck's not
has
real.
been trending away from 2 soul and it's been more towards the stock soul combo with the Chica level 1.
Yeah, the
But-
level 1 Suicider.
Yeah. It allows the deck to toolbox more, so in that instance, it's a lot harder for the deck to play around Rider, but it also doesn't need to reverse because it has Yo to burn, which is really nice. But I think the decks that are affected by this is mostly just AOT. And that
Because of the level 1 clock bombers.
well, the clock bombs are one thing, and being able to clock encore those is absolutely ridiculous in that matchup. Holy cow! Second of all, Ryder shuts down Mikasa from being able to burn again and hit in for the 2 or 3. So you are taking like a ping 1 on each lane potentially, but at the same time you're also facing the issue of I don't get to do my like ping 5 overall plus my extra burn damage.
What do you think is what do you guys think is like the strongest part of the Fate deck?
The strongest part of the Fate deck, I believe, is the ability to like flip your deck and free fresh with a +1 on top of the free fresh. That is just nuts.
The consistency, being able to play Ilya Akatsuki and now pick up Sakura because in Heaven's Field she is considered a master. Pick up the 2/1 free fresher because it's a Rain Archer, so it's a master servant. Being able to play the Sakura stock, just be able, and I mean even if you play 2 of those stock Rider, you can double Rider literally almost every single turn if you have the gold bar. And then if you have the 3rd one, it's just even better. You can just sit. You can literally just sit there. It's just the consistency and the value of the cards that just make it very very good.
The ability to use less stock than a lot of other decks and still do just as much. That to value just as much as your opponent, if not more, because you get to use less stock in your mid game.
That is, yeah. I mean, the 2/1 Rider that gains a bunch of power against the level 3, you can just early play the Ilya, heal 1 for 1 stock, I believe. I believe it's discarded heal stock.
It's ditch heal the I think the bottom card of your stock. So that way, if you clock a blue, you're not healing the blue, so you continuously play Ilyas.
Yeah, it's the point still stands is that it's a heal to stock. So you're playing a 1 stock 2 soul beater that healed you. You can then pay 1 stock for something that's going to kill an early play that refunds itself afterwards. That's a lot of power, a lot of like swing towards you in resources, and like you said, like it's resource light, and it just contributes to the gameplay of being able to heal because once your rider dies, like if you if you just heal with the rider and you don't combo and the rider dies, then the next turn you can just play another rider and you can brainstorm and probably hit off of it by your compressed deck. And then if you run low on deck, oh no, I'll just mill myself out in free fresh and I will draw a card.
I also think what makes it so powerful is, the level 1 combo is, iffy, cool. It's on reverse search, but the matter of fact that you play 8 gold bars with the 0/0 Sakura.
I was gonna say that is my
and you can pick up any single card in your clock, so you can literally clock the 1/1 stock swap and pick it up.
We were talking about this on the car ride to pick up Connor. Was that's my most annoying thing I hate about it is like how free that thing fixes your hand, deck, and board.
Yeah, and then
like,
you can literally
have a key card you need in your hand and go, man, okay.
No, you can even literally just, oh cool, I don't need this gold bar. We're just gonna ditch this gold bar to pick up this card. And it's the 0/0 Sakura.
I lost some hand advantage because I just drew a couple of climaxes, and it's just like, I guess I have to get rid of this, and then you get to play the 0/0, and then eventually just go, I guess it's back in my hand.
It's the 0/0 lineup. The consistency of it's like you said, so just strong. Free. It's just so free.
I don't think it's necessarily the consistency. It's how resource light it is, because on average your Illicit check 4 isn't a consistent card. Your drop searcher costs you a stock. Your Clock on Court isn't actually getting you like cards to your hand.
I guess I never played the drop searcher.
Your Brainstormer is like checking your clock on your occasional triggers of treasure trigger. So nothing like stands out as this is going to be super consistent. It's the fact that everything's resource light and synergizes so well. Because the deck
that's what I mean. I just used the term consistency.
Yeah, the deck has so much inherent synergy. It is so powerful.
It just moves so like it's like cogs and machine. It just like they all connect and then just like are just perfectly working.
Yeah, they all have different jobs and they all
do them so perfectly well once they're on board. And they just go and they're just going.
Like Heaven's Feel feels like Goblin Slayer to me, where everything just feels so synergistic.
Like they plan for it.
Yeah.
And they plan for it to be worked the way it exactly is.
But with other sets, when we look at like Konosuba, for example, that one doesn't have as much of this like inherent synergy with itself that's like making everything go. Like you have the Yun check for, or Yun Resonate that checks with the Megumin, but like you're not getting everything that's like, oh yeah, because I'm playing this specific card, I get to do this specific thing. Because my deck has these specific cards, I get to do this specific thing. And looking at like the future sets, like they're doing that, but they're not doing it like they're doing in Heaven's Feel. And like I think if we want to just like move this back to talking about the banless thing, like that's probably just one of the main reasons why they would hit this set, because like they're just trying to make it less consistent and less like this moving like cog.
If you could slow down just the machine just a tiny bit, it makes it slightly more fair. Which comes up to my second question. Why have they done anything about AOT?
Okay, so here's my opinion on... So I just want to throw all this out there about ban lists. So I think, which I don't know if I'll get a lot of slack for this, in the English meta, a ban list should never be done. Wow. Because the English meta is inherently more aggressive than the JP meta. Yeah. So why dumb down what the English meta is supposed to be just because AOT constantly tops and wins? Now that you have Fate, which is, I think, completely possible of overtaking as the top deck.
Definitely a possibility.
It's a possibility. Then you got like Bane Dream, Konosuba, Love Light Sunshine.
Understand.
These are all aggressive decks. It's just, in my opinion, English meta, you don't need a ban list because that just throws the English meta completely way off.
We also don't have as much stuff running around, really.
So I think that English doesn't entirely need a ban list, like you said. But I mean, if we're going to try and hit AOT, like realistically, I don't think many players are actually on AOT, and the people
not anymore. To be honest,
people that are playing AOT are the people who are good at it, like Riaz, and that's why he tops, because he's good at his deck. And AOT is probably one of the most skill expressive decks in the format, where if you are good with the deck, you will see results more consistently than other decks, simply because you are able to utilize the tools in your deck to play around the current meta.
I feel like that's me with Konosuba. Just when I generally play Konosuba at regionals, I generally do very, very well.
I think the top 5 decks, if you play them well, then you can see very good results. And I think the top 5 decks as of current are AOT, ReZero, Heaven's Feel,
I would say
Goblin Slayer, and Sword Art. With like Konosuba and like Sunshine are on this really close border, but I think that the format doesn't favor them as much right now. Sunshine over Konosuba, if only for the fact that Konosuba has to try and reverse with 7Ks in a format where it's really hard to reverse with 7Ks, and then you're also trying to push 4s and 5s, and I think that is a little inconsistent. However, deck's really good. Deck is really good. Don't get me wrong.
Works for me.
So,
hey, I mean, you just gotta get lucky once, right? That's how this game works, right? You just gotta get lucky once.
Yeah.
But like, we don't have a ban list. But why?
We have a restricted list.
Yeah.
So the reason that JP has a better ban list is because they obviously have more sets to work with.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot more sets in JP that do a lot more things than you think in the English meta.
But at the same time, there's a lot of stuff in the English meta that's the same as Japanese meta.
Mm-hmm.
There's some small outliers here and there, but a lot of them are the same. And I just want to ask one question, guys. So, if you're going to be playing at a mixed format tournament, so say you're able to play Japanese and English decks, but you bring an English Heaven's Feel deck, what do you think, or if somebody brings one, well, actually say you're the tournament organizer, and somebody brings one, what do you tell them? Do you tell them that they're playing by English, or you tell them that they're playing by Japanese?
I think they have to make a decision on a ban list.
I think if
as a
they're
tournament
playing,
organizer, they need a ban list. Like,
a
list they go by.
I think it depends on what they're playing. Like if they're playing JP Fate, then clearly they have to follow the JP ban list. But if they're playing English, there's no point because there is no ban list.
But at the same time, how the thing is with a lot of the cards on the list, and it's the main reason why I'm wanting to bring up this topic in the first place. With many of the cards on the list, it's the exact same as in English, and so I feel like a JP player would be rather irritated if they were to
their same deck full functioning.
Yeah, because they're playing in English, they get to play every single card in the deck, and they get to do basically the same thing.
I mean, think about it from an English standpoint, player. What if you are mixed knight and you're playing English Fate, and you're told, hey, you have to follow the JP ban list?
Yeah,
well, then you literally can't play it. You can play JP with the ban list. You can't play English with a ban list.
To interject, I may actually, people may hate me for this, but
I already hate you, but I also love you.
I think if you're taking and you're doing a mixed format, technically the game did come out in Japanese first. So if you're having Japanese decks go into this event, you should be adhering to the Japanese ban list. Like, the game originated from there. Yeah, there's a reason. So like if your same deck is in Japan and it's restricted because it's got more things, then you should adhere to that. Like, I'm sorry, that's just how it is. You're playing in a mixed tournament with Japanese decks. You should just go, if one of the formats has a ban list and one of them doesn't, then you should just follow the tournament with the language that has the ban list. Like, I'm sorry, that's just how I am as a player.
I feel like that mostly applies to Fate. I feel like if you're playing Sunshine, there's a different story because at that point you're missing 2 full booster sets, and that means there's a lot of cards that you could be playing that aren't available to you. And so, and it's like similarly with Kantai, you're missing 1 set, but at the same time, all of Kantai stuff is from the sets are already out, so like there's a little bit of iffy stuff there. But I think Sunshine is like this whole different thing. But I do agree that like at least if you're playing Fate, be kind to your players and just stick to a ban list, because the Japanese players are there. They want to play their Japanese format decks. They want to play what they know in Japanese format, because some Japanese players, like real talk, they don't play English because they think that English sets suck. So they want to play Japanese format. And if they're going to play Japanese format, they're going to play their Japanese.
How does Worlds work?
How does Worlds work?
Yeah.
So there is a Japanese Worlds and there's an English Worlds. And if you qualify through the WGP Nationals, at least like in the US, it's Japanese WGP Nationals. I don't entirely know how it works in Europe. I know there's a circuit there, but if you qualify through the WGP Nationals, you will be invited to play the Japanese Worlds. However, if you qualify through a BCS event, you will be invited to the English Worlds. And then from there, you will play either your English only deck or your Japanese only deck. Well, I mean, like, Japanese deck or English deck, depending on which format you're playing. And then you'll duke it out and see who does the best.
There's not like a mixed format for Worlds?
No. Mixed format is not technically supported by Bushiroad. It is supported through stores because some players only have English decks. Some players have Japanese decks that want to play them.
Some people want to get Japanese cards because it's their set they want to play.
However, when it comes to a WGP qualifier, you have to play Japanese. Similarly for BCS and English and Springfest in English.
Yep.
That's kind of weird that you guys don't have that. I guess since I play Weiss Schwarz too, don't have like a mixed format Worlds.
It makes sense because there's stuff that just doesn't translate over.
I think it makes sense just literally because of this conversation we're having.
Yeah, I mean the other thing is like we have an English exclusive card captor. We have English exclusive Batman,
and now Adventure Time.
And
don't get it.
They also have Japanese exclusive Godzilla, Schoolgirl Strikers, Magia Record.
They have a lot. I don't have Clannad. I want Clannad.
Do we really consider Card Captor English exclusive? Because they technically got that in Japan. Like, I'm sorry.
Okay, English edition Card Captor is separate from Japanese edition Card Captor and cannot be played in Japan. That is my point I'm getting at.
I really actually would like to try out the JP Card Captor Sakura. I'm low-key, I really would.
Hey, just pick it up.
I'm poor.
I just find it really weird because for Yu-Gi-Oh they have their mixed event, and then like the format just gets like shrunk down because obviously they're just a couple sets ahead, and they kind of just shrink the format a little bit.
I think it's just too hard to do a mixed format, literally just because of this conversation. Like, do we follow JP ban list? Do we not? Well, because this person is playing an English deck, should he actually follow JP?
Well, then the way I would see it would be like you shrink down. You kind of have to shrink down the meta to where like things that both communities have. Like both sides have Heaven's Feel, both sides have AOT, both sides have they have their certain sets that they have. You just shrink down the format to that, and then everybody's limited to like the same stuff still.
Well, I mean, now like for me, I'm not gonna play my English Fate on a JP night because I don't have the cards that really change it, and I think that's just kind of not fair.
The issue you have with shrinking down the format is at that point you're just playing English Worlds. So why aren't you just playing English Worlds realistically?
But I just think we should get more. So like another thing Yu-Gi-Oh does is they produce I want to say supplementary sets where they create they release a set and then dump a bunch of like cards into it that were in sets that we didn't get.
They're kind of starting to do that in JP with the Bunko and the key set. I don't know if the Sneaker Bunko is the first one they've done that with, but Sneaker Bunko, Fantasia Bunko, now the 20th key set. They're dumping I like Fantasia Bunko because of Data Live. Data Live is one of my favorite animes, even though it's super cringe. I love it, and I gotta play. And now with the Data Live set coming out,
I heard Akashic's in there. Ooh boy!
Now with the Data Live set coming out, I can now mix this set in with that set because they.
I was like, I'm not gonna do anything with Bunko, but if I could play Akashic Records,
I'm also not very happy with the key record because it literally has Shiroha from Summer Pockets on it, and they're not even part of the set.
So. I just want to really fast say something before we have to move on to another topic. They are doing something similar with these like reprint sets, and that is at least Konosuba Re-Edit has added some of the cards that were
the 1-0 promo.
Like the 1-0 promo, it has the Megamine Drop Searcher from Bunko. It has another Aqua promo from Bunko, I believe, and it has some like other SPs. It's the one that flicks to memory and then brings the card back. You know that card?
No.
Okay, I can show it to you after
I'm
this.
kind of curious. I really hope Re-Edit comes out in English.
How do Re-Edits work? Are they like actual sets?
They're extra printed.
Do they take place of sets is what I mean.
Yes, they do.
I mean, like SAO Re-Edit, it just redid a lot of cards that were really big.
I just meant so instead of getting JoJo's, would we get a Re-Edit or does it come out with it?
So what happens?
I don't know,
so what happens is we have Konosuba 1, we have Konosuba 2, Konosuba Re-Edit reprints Konosuba 1 and Konosuba 2.
No, he's saying
on like a schedule purpose. Like we just had SAO before was Goblin Slayer.
It is a.
Does it take the spot of a set for a month?
Yes, it does. But they try to add new cards, or they at least do something different.
Which was very sad. Konosuba Re-Edit didn't do that.
Konosuba Re-Edit added foils. It added 2 SPs for cards that saw some play here and there. And it also means if we get it in English, we don't lose out on Bunko cards, which is very important.
Yeah, if it comes out in English, I need to get the promo and I need to get the Megameme Drop Searcher. And I think
Okay.
You gotta show me. You gotta talk to me about that aqua card. I'm curious.
Yeah.
What
All
are
right.
our
So
other topics?
last topic. Let's talk
Okay,
about.
so-
Coronavirus.
Yes, but
Yeah.
first I'm going to get into like our little sponsors. And
All right. Sure. Go
okay,
for it.
so make sure to check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and Patreon, guys, all at /TCGU University. We are available on iTunes, SoundCloud, Spotify, all of those. If there's a podcast service that we're not out on, let us know. We'll put it out there. Help us grow, man. Shout out to our Patreon sponsors: Andrew Dane, Clay Cardwell, Jay Rogers, Jarrett Hubbard, Jerome Weeks Jr., Justin First, Kat Maria, Kevin Broberg, Lucinda Latisa. Man, I'm messing it up just like Tam does every week. Paul Casagrande, Samantha Stevens, Teodora Ruiz, Tyler Zane Pease. And then our two regular sponsors, we have inkedgaming.com. They make custom playmats, custom mouse pads. Make sure to check them out. You can use the promo code TCG University, all caps, no spaces. Get 10% off your order. And then we have custom cards, custom builds. That's Tam's daddy's the producer today. He creates custom cosplay, stuff like that, trinkets. We have coasters that aren't on the table currently, but we have those as well. You can check those out. Tell them that TCG sent his way. You get 5% off your order. So let's get into this last topic. We have Springfest getting canceled.
Very unfortunate.
Very
but
unfortunate. I wasn't planning to go to this one.
Hey, we've been told it's going to be rescheduled. However, this does bring in some more interesting like perspectives on it. So like on one hand, if we went into this Springfest, we'd be in a pre-JoJo meta, pre-Fantasia meta, and now after that, we could see Chicago in a post-slime meta, and I am down for that. I think that a post-slime meta would be really cool.
That would be that'd add some spice to our meta and see how it goes.
I'm curious about still trying out that Fantasia Bunko 8 standby build that people build. I'm kind of curious to try out Bunko
We were talking
a
about
little
that
bit.
earlier today.
I actually want to try it out. I'm curious.
Sounds funny.
I'm personally not going to try it out, but I think it's really cool. I think standby is broken, so that's my opinion.
I agree with
on
this
it.
statement. I played in Silica. It's broken.
Compared to when it first came out, it's a
Well,
lot better.
Standby scales with how good your targets are, and if in sets that are playing it in the main builds, Goblin Slayer, I think it plays it in the main build. I want to say the standby build's the main build.
I want to say Goblin Slayer. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Priestess is all cool and all, but like I said, with it being a lot more aggressive meta, I think it's standby gate, like the deck that you pretty much
standby
did.
is really cool. Like being able to standby out Witch at level 2 is
and then just
a very
cry.
powerful play. Yeah, you're damage scrying, and it's like mitigating so much damage over time. And then with Bunny Girl, you get the 2/2 Koga, you get the 3/2 Koga. That's really good. And then you can also like potentially standby out Futaba, but I think that's a little bit of like a win more play. But if you can get there, you can get there, and like you get really good standby targets. And I think that's where it's back in. What was it, like, what, 2017, 2016? Do you remember when Bang Dream 1 came out?
It was when you won first place.
2017.
Yep, because you were playing against it in finals.
Right, I played against freaking Standby Bang Dream. Yeah, that deck did nothing because Standby sucked in that set.
Poppin' Party costing me, who really hates me.
8 Standby, or I think it's...
It was standby booked because he was playing 1-0 Taya combo?
He was playing 3-2 Taya combo, I believe.
Yeah, he was, because he not only played the standby. I think, did he play the event, the 2-1 event that put the tie out early?
I don't remember, but regardless, I think that as the years have come on, standby's gotten better, and I think it's one of the best triggers in the game now, with the targets being really good in a lot of the sets it's getting printed in, and then some sets are just getting slided out of standby because there are just a lot of powerful interactions in there.
I'm not gonna lie, since we're apparently just going off topic with the coronavirus, I'm really excited for this choice climax. I'm really excited to try this out.
I have no clue what this is.
All right, hold on. So
it's a Larry combo.
Okay, so choice is going to be a trigger relevant in the next Springfest the next like Chicago replacement Springfest. What it does for anybody who's not paying attention to the Japanese releases or like anything coming up in the near future.
Me.
Yeah, it's like you, James. So what it does is it's a 1k power, 1k or 1 soul to your board. Okay. Yellow climax. When you trigger it, you choose a character with a soul trigger on it in your waiting room. You either add it to your hand or put it into your stock.
Ooh, that's nuts.
It doesn't have a soul
it's,
trait.
Yeah, it's a yellow version of Stock Soul.
It's a yellow version of Stock Soul, or it adds the character to your hand.
Yeah,
though.
And I think
it's a mixture of salvage and stock, but you choose.
Yes.
I mean, it
crazy.
definitely came out big with the SAO 10th anniversary, I believe. But
Ooh,
I don't know. I
that's
also feel like it's going to make its definite grand appearance with Bunny Girl Senpai with the personal favorite, that Nodoka combo.
If we're just gonna look at the English meta in regards to, if we're just gonna talk Springfest, I don't think it's gonna do much in Bang Dream. It's the first set that's gonna be out with it, and it's gonna be the only set out with
Is
it.
it?
I believe. Yeah, I don't believe Slime has choice.
Nope.
I thought the first set to have choice was SAO.
No,
No.
it was Bang Dream. Bang Dream 2 had choice before Sword Art because it was
Did
on on a Kokoro combo that nobody played.
Yeah, it's because Bang Dream, as many people know, is the IP of Bushiroad. So anytime they try to test something, they put it in Bang Dream and see how it goes. So Bang Dream is literally the test waters for a lot of stuff that comes out.
Yeah, I mean, Bang Dream got Standby first,
Yep.
and then Bang Dream gets Choice first. And I think Choice is good if the combo is good, like in the new Bunny Girl set that I'm imagining will come to English because I believe they mentioned it on their survey.
That's going to be my meta deck.
And I'm assuming we'll also get Sword Art
I'm
10th
doing a lot of
anniversary,
set too.
which
might.
is just going to be like
Season 3's coming up.
powerful combos
Oh,
that
no, you're right.
that you'll be able to have like your choice trigger on.
Bang Dream.
It's similar
You got
to it's similar to some other climax. Like Standby is like if you have good targets, choice if you have a good combo. The trigger's really good. The climax itself also is like Global Soul, so plus is there.
Yep.
But I think your combo on it has to be really good. That being said, I believe it's Sword Art 10th anniversary. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember about
I
Bang
think it
Dream.
had two. No,
That lets you play 8 choice.
Yeah.
I know the new Bunny Girl set lets you play
Has
8
8 choice also.
I don't believe Bang Dream does, which is very unfortunate. I wish that it did. But, I mean, if I'm wrong, just somebody let me know. I can't remember every single set.
Yeah, it's hard to keep up now with all the sets that are coming out. I just remembered that there's now 5 sets of Bang Dream. When it first came out, there was only 1 set of Bang Dream.
And yeah, I mean, also with if we're trying to keep up with Japanese releases, 'cause I try to keep up with some of the Japanese releases. There are 2 sets a month, and that's all.
2 sets a month.
Yeah, they're releasing Assault Lily and Sakura Wars this month, and I'm like, whoa, that's a lot of cards. I'm trying to.
When is Grisaya? No, Grisaya.
Grisaya comes out.
I thought Grisaya and Bunny Girl came out this month.
Okay, sure, but we're already getting card of the day for Assault Lily.
No, I know,
and
but
Sakura
I
Wars.
thought.
I don't know. I don't remember release dates. I don't remember all of
You're
this
supposed
stuff.
to, Connor. This is your
what's gonna be the
job.
first English set with choice?
The first English set
Probably
with choice
Venture Line.
is
Probably
no. It's going to be
Venture
Bang
Time.
Dream
You
Volume
just had
2
this.
because that comes out in May, I believe. May, yeah, because
I won't be getting any of that set. My Hero comes out for that.
Fantasia
set.
Bunko comes out in April, and then Bang Dream in May, Slime in June, and then Adventure Time in July.
Maybe we'll talk about Adventure Time and see how it goes.
Hey, demo deck's already. 2 cards,
believe-
but it's already been getting revealed.
I believe that we're going to just follow the same trend of all English sets, or at least starting with Batman getting the demo decks, and then with Card Captor, we're going to have a supply set as well. So we're going to get the demo deck, we're going to get set reveals probably in June or something, and then we're going to have the supply set released alongside it, and there will probably be a demo Anime Expo for those that are, and I don't know, maybe Gen Con or something. Well, we'll see what all the
timeframes
demos
are.
Yeah, we'll see what Bushiroad tries to do with all this stuff going on.
I can't imagine the demo deck will have anything super impactful.
I don't think so either.
I'm hoping that there's nothing super broken in it that because of the booster set, like Batman Ninja. Batman Ninja was a mistake. I swear that was. Oh my god!
I don't understand why people thought that was gonna stay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I understand why it happened though, and I think that Bushiroad messed up hard. But
We still love you.
love is probably
This is a love-hate relationship.
it's a love-hate relationship.
Bring
yeah.
better Ren Tosaka cards.
Just wait till Heaven's
Give me
Field
Darling.
Part 3.
Give me Darling.
We'll get it eventually.
Oh yeah. She's gonna get busted in Heaven's Field Part 3.
Oh,
Hey,
three parts to
no
that?
Well,
spoilers.
the Heaven's Field set did 1 and 2, and it's a movie of trilogy. It's a trilogy.
Oh,
so the next set will be part 3.
I get it now. I get it. There's 3 movies. I haven't seen any of them, so
they're really good.
I watched Unlimited Blades. Unlimited Blades is pretty good.
Hey, Ren Tosaka, best girl. Then Kurumi from Date
Archer,
Alive.
best girl.
Yeah.
You're right, Archer, best girl. You win.
Okay, so
Hell Satan.
Actually,
any closing?
I think that's pretty much all we want to talk about for Springfest.
I mean, we never even really talked about the Springfest getting
Well,
canceled.
yeah,
but,
well,
you know,
okay, so like
Springfest got canceled.
What
What were you going to take to the event, huh?
I wasn't gonna go. I'm gonna be in Kansas City. As long as that doesn't
What were you
get
taking
canceled.
to the event, Connor?
I was gonna foil a Goblin Slayer and I was gonna pick up a priestess there. That's not happening. That priestess is getting shipped to me. I'm a little sad.
I mean, you get it. What were you going to play?
I was literally gonna go play on a random team and see what my teammates were gonna play, and then bring out something. If no one was playing Alicization, I probably would have played Burkill, to be honest, and seen how that goes.
Andrew, you're off screen. What were you playing? Pick.
I have 5 meta decks.
5 meta decks does not determine what you play.
I feel like he honestly would have played SAO. That seems to be his deck.
He probably would have played like Goblin Slayer or like Fate. He probably,
I
could,
probably would have played AOT. He's been playing a lot of AOT recently.
okay.
I would have played his Priestess deck though.
I would have played Konosuba if I went.
I'm down to play
honestly-
some Priestess for the
Honestly, I'm debating like testing Priestess for an up like Houston or
As long as it doesn't
next
get
I'm
year.
gonna go to
canceled
an
for the
event this year. That's my
coronavirus.
Well,
that's
yeah.
my goal this year is to go to an event.
That's a good.
Oh, don't
goal.
worry. We will go to an event. It's inevitable.
Dude,
Just
I am down to get coronavirus and
hey,
go to an event. We can do
hey.
both.
oh my god.
You should go with me on the grind for BCS. With
Which
5
is-
events. Let's go.
And how many of those did you do well in?
I am going to make it to Worlds this year. That is my goal.
What if you fail?
Don't come home.
Yeah, don't come home. There we
that's
go.
That's the same thing Oliver. That's the thing Oliver told me when I went to UFS Worlds. Was if I don't do good, don't come home.
Yeah.
I'm still here. I didn't do good.
Oh no.
You
We
lied to me.
We got 9th and 10th.
See,
That was the best I did.
My girlfriend would be like, "Please come home." Even if you do bad,
so
just
what's
please
this
come home.
BTS thing?
BCS, it's
BCS.
it's singles. And then
Okay.
you're playing for a trip to Japan.
Okay.
And
There's 5 events, or do I have to?
no, there's a lot of events.
We usually go to Chicago or Houston.
They
or
go
both.
to Chicago, Houston, or both.
So how do you get invited? You just gotta win.
You just
You-
go.
you
It's
just
just
go.
a free thing.
You get invited to Worlds by making top 3.
Okay, so I make top
If you
three.
get first, you get it like what? All expense pay trip.
Yeah.
So
First-
I just gotta make 3. Third? That's easy. I got
Yeah.
this.
All right.
I got this. Game's easy. We'll see how this goes.
Silica waifu.
right.
Let's go.
so do we have anything else we want to close on? Do we want to just end on that?
How you guys feeling? First podcast? How you guys feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good.
I think this is a good idea.
You guys enjoying it?
Yeah.
I mean, I
How do
even-
you think you did?
I think we all did pretty good. I mean, our game knowledge is a lot better than probably all 4 of us expected it to be. To be 100%
That's not
honest.
true. I don't think I contributed much in this podcast.
You didn't, but
I
I'm
asked-
giving you the benefit of
I
the
asked
doubt.
questions. That's all that needed.
But me, Connor, Oliver, we all have different play styles. We all play different decks.
I
so,
play memes.
I mean,
I play.
I think this is a really good idea. I think it'll work. We all have different
I think we're all
ideas.
gonna enjoy this.
James, you're pretty much representing like the newer players, like probably
yeah,
people that
definitely.
haven't really played the game yet.
I mean, I've been playing for maybe a little longer than Connor, maybe a little less.
And
than
he
longer than Connor.
represents
Yeah.
defensive
But, like-
decks. He represents meta decks. I represent aggressive decks.
You say meta.
You're a
I
meta
say-
horse. Shut up.
I say dirtle.
You're a meta
Dirtle.
horse. Shut up.
Me and Connor kind of do the
Turtle.
same thing after like playing Japanese and I'm
Yeah, but
playing
I've seen you
U0.
play more defensive decks that are dirtily decks.
Yeah.
It was just a basis. I mean,
Connor play what he
it was
wants
just.
to
Hey,
play.
hey.
It's why I like it because we all have different ideas. We
Yeah.
all have different play styles, and we all can easily
just do
talk
whatever
about
I
it without
want.
arguing.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Hey Tam,
Well,
am I
as long-
good
as long
enough
as
to
it's
get
a-
invited to a Final Fantasy podcast?
Yeah, if you want to.
As long as it's the
Enjoy it.
4 of us,
Okay,
I think
cool.
we'll be fine.
Yeah, solid.
Hey,
Alright,
you
well-
can bring my Final Fantasy deck. I never play.
Well, thanks for checking out the podcast, guys. Make sure to check us out on Facebook and whatnot. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let us know what you guys think down in the comments, and we'll see you guys next time.
Deuces.
Bye.
See ya.